Hey everybody, it's Brandon again. Today we're looking at ChromeOS version 125. I'm on ChromeOS Flex right now on this B-Link Sur 5 mini PC. It's been running really good on this thing, but I just got the update this morning to version 125 on the stable channel, so we're just going to go ahead and take a look at what's new. As you can see here, I'm on 125. I'm going to close out of this. First of all, let's look at the stuff they announce on their What's New on Your Chromebook screen. There's a new game dashboard, and it's not super useful on ChromeOS Flex. It's mostly for Android games, but it does also work on the GeForce Now app. If I can find my dock here and open that. I installed it just to try this out. So if you open GeForce Now, let me make this a little smaller. As you can see, there's this new game dashboard thing up on the top, and if you click on that, you can either make this little toolbar here, which is this, visible or invisible, and you can take a screenshot. As far as I can tell, that's the only thing you can do. I did test the screenshots out in a game earlier. Let me go ahead and open it up. I tried Quake 2, and it worked fine. I've never really used GeForce Now before, but I linked it to my Xbox account, and it lets you play a lot of your Xbox games on there, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to close out of that. Even on the free version, it takes about a couple minutes to actually get into a game before you can use it. But yeah, if you got ChromeOS Flex, I'd recommend installing this GeForce Now web app. It's kind of cool. Next thing on the list, be the most productive with Google Tasks. Now, evidently, judging by the screenshot, if you have tasks in Google Tasks, you should be able to go to the calendar and see them here. I never use Google Tasks, so I found it. It's in the calendar app. And I created a task for today. I don't see it, but maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. To me, that's not very useful anyway, because I don't use Google Tasks. But if you do, check. Maybe they're showing up on your calendar here. For me, they're not, but who knows. You guys let me know if it works for you. Here, you can use the screen recording tool to create a GIF. Yes, I say GIF. I've seen online people say GIF. That sounds weird to me. It's not peanut butter. But I'm using the screen recorder now, so I can't test it. But if you go here and you go to screen capture, I have tested it out and it works. You draw a box over the section of the screen you want to record, and then you do it, and it'll create an animated GIF for you. So I guess it's kind of cool. You can use it to turn a video into a meme, I suppose. So okay, another new feature is personalize the mouse buttons and keyboard shortcuts. So to get to that, you go into your settings, device, you go to mouse, and here you can click on customize mouse buttons. The only extra button I had on mine was middle, and you can make it do different things like volume, microphone, media play pause, overview, screenshot, so on and so forth. This would be pretty pretty cool if you had one of those mice with a bunch of buttons on it. Mine's plain Jane, so I can't do that. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. Also in the keyboard shortcuts, if you go to device and keyboard, you can go down to keyboard shortcuts, and you'll see a lot of customization options now for the general shortcuts, device, browser, text, windows, accessibility, etc. And the cool thing about that is if you're using ChromeOS Flex, obviously the keyboard's not the same as it is on a regular Chromebook, so you can kind of get some of that functionality that's missing for regular keyboards. Alright, there's some other things I noticed personally that weren't on these release notes here. First of all, I use ChromeOS Flex with multiple monitors, and the very first thing I noticed is on my secondary display, I call it the dock down here, it auto hides by default now. I turn that off because I don't like it to auto hide, but you can turn that back on. It just seems like there's a new default option there. What else did I notice? Oh, this I found online. Let's see if I can pull this up. They added a new, they say it's new, add to Chromebook badge. And there's a demonstration of it here that they showed in a video on this Pixlr desktop app. Websites can now have this add to Chromebook button, and it'll bring up the little install sheet, which this is already available on ChromeOS, and as you can see, if you look at their old install button, it does the exact same thing. But I think this add to Chromebook button will let you install a PWA from a different domain, which is kind of what they're using on their new app store that I showed in my last video. But I couldn't find any developer documentation on how to enable this, so if I find out more on this, I'll let you know. I was going to show you speaking of their app store, you don't actually have to go to the Chrome flags to enable it. There is a URL where you can just go to it now and install it as a web app on your Chromebook. I should have wrote that down before the video. I forgot what the URL was. It doesn't matter because there's no more functionality in that app store than there was before. So yeah, that's basically what I noticed. The kernel that ChromeOS is running on, the Linux kernel, is still 5.15, the long-term support release. It seems like they update the kernel less than once a year on ChromeOS. I imagine the next one they'll update to will be 6.1, which will kind of be exciting because that should allow some more hardware for ChromeOS Flex, but who knows, we'll see. So those are the things I've noticed on version 1.25. If you've noticed something else, you can let us all know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this update, if you've gotten it yet. And yeah, that's all for now. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.